That time is now. Let's make this moment. The night is young. The time is now. Let's make this moment last. Give up yourself unto the moment. The time is now. Give up yourself unto the moment. Let's make this moment last.
And I really hope Tottenham do us a job tomorrow because my goodness, wouldn't that be a Christmas present?
Oh, that would lead you on the way to the promised land.
Yes, but that would rely on me on hoping on Tottenham. And I mean, if there's one thing you don't do in football is hope for Tottenham. Like,
To be fair, they need it because if they want to increase that lead over Arsenal, they'll be
mm,
5 points
this,
ahead of
this is their
Arsenal if they
chance.
win. So,
Yeah, this is their chance. They have to do it. They gotta do it to them.
however, I am interested in the late results. Um,
Ooh, okay, Dave. You know how like every team we've played so far the last few weeks, they've sacked the manager.
oh, for fuck's sake, who's gone now?
Mark Hughes has just been sacked by Blackburn Rovers.
You
This is three
are,
matches in a row
yeah,
that
you
we've
are,
been the
you are, you
P45
are,
crew.
you have you've really bad juju for that
I'm really fucking,
because
I'm cursed apparently. Like I'm after like, geez, how many fucking like, where's the job center around here? Like, geez, it's insane. Like I'm trying to even think like how many. So Blackburn, Borough, Wigan, and Fulham all looking for new managers. Got like Harry Redknapp's last match for Pompey was against us, and I would have to check, but I think you took the kill on Martin O'Neill at Villa, I think. So like
yeah, I did.
so fucking hell, like it's
Yeah,
is there something about us? Like, is it like wow, if we're losing to them?
madness. All right, so Villa beat Wigan, takes them
Ooh,
up the table to 14. And Portsmouth beat Middlesbrough, which that doesn't bode well for Fulham. They're now
first
12 points off
first
the
win for
safety.
Tony Adams.
Whoop that, Tony.
Yeah.
Chelsea's unbeaten run stretches to 10 games. Still unbeaten in the league. Stephen Kelly,
What a man.
2 goals. 2 goals for Birmingham. Whoop the Stephen Kelly.
Yup, the fuck.
Oh, cool. Cheers, lads. Got me in a goalkeeping coach. Much fucking needed.
Well, John Obi Mikel has just signed a new 5-year deal with us. So that's the
Happy
future.
fucking day. That's the future right there. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the
I mean, he
future.
was. He was a fucking brilliant player for Chelsea. Again, one of those ones where not really appreciated until you see actually until like the defensive midfielder became.
Yeah, yeah. Like I have Newcastle coming up. I'm looking at the team. Fucking hell, Michael Owen and Zobia Barton, Obafemi Martins, Nicky Butt, Jose Enrique, Jeremy. Fucking hell. Yeah, John Obi Mikel. Do you know what? It's weird. You'll get you've had so many good Nigerian players in the Premier League,
Hmm.
and yet everyone still just like the last one you think about is JJ Okocha. A lot of people, and you're like, no, there's been good since then, folks.
Yeah, well,
Like
it's always the same thing where like it's always players that you remember as well. It's okay like J.J. Okocha was a one man fucking like highlight reel, but like you can say the same thing about Canu. Canu was such a brute force player. You know what I mean? So like it depends on what you're looking for as well. Look, actually, come to think of it, that era was actually a golden age for Nigerian players.
oh,
Oh, here you go.
oh,
All right,
here we go.
all right. Let's view the draw.
Right, here we go. Let's do this.
Let's start the
Real
draw.
Madrid, Real Madrid.
Okay,
Real
Real Madrid is
Madrid
first out.
get AC Milan.
Ooh.
Right. And why am I not? Oh, I am seeing it. Schalke get
Schalke get Inter.
yeah.
Fenerbahce get Lyon. Bayern get United. Ooh. Arsenal Barca. Oh, fuck. Dinamo Bucharest versus Liverpool.
I'll take it.
And
I'll fucking
Chelsea,
take it.
Chelsea get Valencia and Toulouse get Lazio. Do you know what?
See,
I'm actually okay
you'll
with
take that.
Valencia.
You'll take
I'm
that.
absolutely, I'm delighted with that. Yeah, I
I think
am.
I got the best draw of every fucking team there, to be honest with you.
Oh, Jesus, 100%. Oh, it's and also a Valencia manager managed by Kike Sanchez Flores, who many people remember as the sexy cardigan man who managed Watford for three
hmm
times in a
I don't have a staff list for Dino Bucharest
They do not
because I'm
exist.
pretty sure they're
They
not
are
in
a
the.
rogue club. They are a rogue club
They
run
are
by
not
hooligans.
in this database, so this is going to be interesting.
Then we shall
Um,
pretend.
the picture of their stadium is it's obviously the Arcul de Triomphe
Hmm.
in Bucharest, and
Yeah,
it's obviously their national stadium for rugby and football. So the picture that I've got has rugby goals in front of football goals. So there you go.
fantastic. Maybe that's why they're so good at the Champions League. They're actually playing with the wider rugby goals instead.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, or maybe they've been able to do some sort of fucking optical illusion, and they've somehow hoodwinked people into thinking, oh, hello, hang on. Sorry, I was actually just checking the Premier League there, bear with, because I never checked to see what happened on the Saturday games. And shockingly enough, United beat Spurs 2-1. Motherfuckers.
Arseholes.
But on the other side, Derby beat Bolton 5-1 away, and I'm playing them next.
Do you know what, man? That's not gonna be. That's not gonna be an easy game.
No, it's starting to look a lot more challenging as time goes on. Like, but maybe my team will be the kryptonite that Derby County deserve, you know? That's
You hope.
who knew that Billy Davis is fucking Derby County, you know? That what could be the
Crouch is
what could
unhappy
throw
with
us
his
uphill.
game time. You started the last game. You assisted the last game. I'll give you the time because you did well.
Oh, there's the Capital One Cup as it was called back then.
I wouldn't know. I was knocked out by fucking Bolt.
Well, I lost to United, so I'm fully justified in my loss.
Arsenal won on penalties and Wigan beat Watford.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just
United's probably gonna
yeah.
win anyway, so fuck them. Uh, actually, come to think
Imagine
of what.
Bayern. Imagine
Yeah,
Bayern knocked them out. Here we go. Man United, Reading, Tottenham, Bolton. Ah,
yeah.
fuck off.
Jeez, that was close. Like, look at that. Like, they're actually got had to get bailed out there a bit. Darren Bent hat trick there as well. Happy out. Okay, and so the
Speaking
Christmas
of
period rolls on.
speaking of Nigerian players, I'm about to offer a contract to 16-year-old David Amu.
David Amu. Okay.
Yeah, promising young striker, 4-star
Oh
potential.
yeah. He was one of our big prospects for a long time, and it just did.
Fizzled out.
We have breaking news in the Sky Sports news studio, ladies and gentlemen, here, 21st of December, just a couple of days before Christmas. And this is certainly a present that Everton fans were not wanting to hear. David Moyes has resigned from his post at Everton. David Moyes, who had a great start to the season, but since then have been in a tailspin and find themselves in 12th place. David Moyes is now out of his position at Goodison Park and are now looking for a new manager. His assistant manager Paul Tate is staying on as caretaker manager, but certainly they will be in the shop window now for new managers immediately ahead of a very intense Christmas week for Everton, indeed all of the Premier League. But now, as remarkable, actually, we have Dave Armstrong in the studio here on other business, but we might as well ask you now about this the situation here at Everton. And indeed, for the rest of the league, we have five different clubs currently without a full-time manager. What do you think is going on in the Premier League? We have Blackburn, Middlesbrough, Wigan, and Fulham all looking for new managers. We've obviously had Sir Alex leaving Manchester United earlier in the season, being replaced by Jose Mourinho. Aston Villa and Portsmouth have pulled the trigger and they've changed managers. What's going on in the league this year, Dave?
Well, Wigan and Fulham, I can understand. They've just not performed very, very well. Blackburn teetering along that bottom half. Still, I think the pressure got to them there. Everton's a strange one. I'm quite shocked by that. They're in a good position in 12th, the 22 points. Obviously, they want to push further up the table, but we're only in December. Really doesn't make sense to me as to why David Moyes stepped down. Maybe it's for personal reasons. We don't know. There's always going to be some reason as to why he stepped down, but whether we'll know or not in the coming days, we don't. The worry for me is the news on potential replacements for David Moyes, and
Hmm.
this is the thing that really worried me. For David Moyes, the people who are in contention to succeed David Moyes, Jurgen Klinsmann,
Yeah, his
who
favorite
has,
apparently.
he's stayed silent, which is normally a bad thing. He's four. His bookies have him 4-1. Antonio Conte 7-1. Again, you're looking at that kind of bringing in that continental manager. But here's the biggest worry: is Marcel Lucescu, the Romanian manager of Shakhtar Donetsk, is actually favourite to take over at Everton. Now they're going a completely different route. He's had a lot of success in his own country and in Ukraine. But transferring that into the Premier League, it's an unknown territory. I could be wrong. Would go there and push Everton right up to within the top five, top six. But it's worrying. It's very worrying for Everton. Marcel Lucescu, maybe he's the right guy for the job. Jurgen Klinsmann, I would have my doubts. And Antonio Conte is kind of a bit unproven in that area. So we'll have to see how things develop. But for me, it's my only guess is that it was personal reasons as to why David Moyes stepped down.
Yeah, certainly. But at least you also say that the league form has not been great, even if you look at their record in the league. While in Europe they have been actually quite good in the UEFA Cup, in the league they have not won a game since the 30th of September, which is an exceptionally unfortunate run of games. But as I said, there's a cutthroat business in football, and well, more news on this as time goes on. We're gonna have a lot of new managers in this alternate timeline. This is great. I love it.
This is nuts.
Yeah,
This is
unreal.
nuts.
But this is what we want, isn't it? This is the
This
hypothetical that we
is
wanted, isn't it? Like
ridiculous.
this is to be fair.
This is ridiculous. Fucking Marcelo Cescos. He won what I thought he's won yet. Uh, where we look at milestones. No, no, he's not really had much success. Well, I don't have his records from Romania where he has done really, really well.
Hmm.
Um,
I also think I know why Real Madrid are scouting all of your players, Dave, because I noticed that they're scouting a lot of mine as well. It is probably because of our intruders in the save files over the last few sessions. Because remember, there was two of them that wanted, or actually three
yeah,
that took over Real Madrid. So I say they were
yeah,
scouting all of our players because we were
fair,
also the player
fair.
teams.
Yeah.
So Fabio Capello is probably not raiding the Premier League, but I do generally say probably not.
No.
Not outruling that it is.
Well,
Oh,
here's the thing for me as well, right? I've got a busy January. Supporters
hmm,
are overall happy with the job that I'm doing. They're not be competitive against Man United. They're very disappointed. But
yes.
um, I've got a busy January. I've got if I look at my transfers coming in, I've got Sydney Govou, Robbie Keane, and Alexandra Pato all coming into the club in January.
A lot of
I have
forwards, Dave.
Torres and Crouch potentially going out the way as well as Dirk out.
Hmm.
So I'm definitely trying to kind of reignite the forward line.
Yeah. Just days removed from well, Steve Sidwell's one good game for me so far this season. He has now had a he's now pulled a hernia
Of course he has.
after lifting weights. So he's out
Fucking
for a
course
month
he
now.
has.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
fucking terrific. That's great. Cheers, mate. Son's crying.
Yep. It's,
So to answer your question, Dave, yes, I will be playing Jonathan de Guzman the moment he fucking steps off the plane at fucking Heathrow. He'll be tumbled into a car and he'll be driven directly to the stadium by John Terry him fucking self. Which is not, something I'd rather have not done because John Terry has some fascinating opinions on Dutch people. But you're not my problem. I'm gonna get some players back in the shop window in terms of come and get me, please situations. Do have a few players actually that are being courted, which is nice. Not the players that I want to get rid of, but it's something. Let's see. Is there any more I can sack off? Yes, you can go as well.
well, I didn't get any updates from yourself about poaching players. That's good.
Yes, I wouldn't do that to you. No, that would be very uncouth of me, all right, to do that.
Well, I now have Newcastle United.
Oh, approved meeting. Excellent. Let's see. Indeed. So I have my recruitment meeting now for all the good that it's going to do.
Good, good.
A few players on my radar, in fairness. It's one that would be quite good if I was in the window for a right winger, but unfortunately I am not. So that's what we'll just have to do for now. Like it's kind of the same crack as last time, where like I don't necessarily need players in a sense.
Mm,
Squad players would be nice, but like I'd just be replacing squad players for more squad players, you know?
yeah. No, I know
Younger
what you
squad
mean.
players, I would say.
No, what you mean. Right. So hold on a minute. We are both on 3 o'clock kickoffs.
Yes. This is gonna be a quick
So
fucking turnaround. I've got like Spurs in 2 days' time. This will come as no surprise, but Sunderland did not do either of us a favor. They
great,
rather shit the bed against United.
great.
So that's not even a remotely shocker there. Okay. Right then. So this game against Derby now is a bit of a banana peel. We both are you away from home, Dave?
Yeah.
Right, so we got very tricky assignments here then. But
Yes, we
both of
do.
us do. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Hmm.
Um,
Now I'm gonna have to play smart here because I'm mindful of the game against Spurs, and that's what I'm gonna be targeting. So I am going to rest a few players. So I'm gonna keep Lampard for the Spurs game. Clue in number 10. Pizarro starts, and I'm gonna have Shevchenko start this game. as my intention. We'll see how it goes. I'm also because I've got Sidwell, basically got like a craving hole now developing in my midfield. I've
Mhm.
actually called Michael Woods up from the under 21s to play in the
Oh
first team.
God.
So we're now at the stage
Okay.
now where we're bringing in reinforcements, which is great. I love when that happens.
Ugh.
Okay then, right then. So we're both kicking off at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just see how we get on.
Yeah,
Newcastle
exactly.
v Liverpool. We are underway. So,
Mm.
right. First highlight is mine. Naldo into Marcelo Vazquez. Oh,
I
lucky
think
bastard.
I'll play Soccer Saturday this time, considering we have a bumper feature this time.
We do.
I'm very welcome to this edition of Gillette Soccer Saturday here on Sky Sports News, and we have football up and down the country as we are rolling into Christmas week here. Don't forget, we have a right load of Boxing Day fixtures we will show you at half time. Football wall to wall from start to finish. Perfect with your turkey and cranberry sandwiches. The early kickoff today was, of course, that 3-0 smashing of Sunderland by the league leaders Manchester United. Rio Ferdinand, Wes Brown, and Paul Scholes all getting their mandatory goals in for the season. We have eight other games kicking off for you today in the Premier League. Chief amongst them, league contenders Liverpool and Chelsea. They both have tricky away assignments. Chelsea at Pride Park at the moment against Derby County, and Liverpool at St James's Park against Newcastle. Arsenal will be playing in the late kickoff tonight. There we go. Of course, we have correspondents up and down the country to let you know about any goals that will come in that time. The first one that has come in is actually at the Madejski Stadium as Birmingham. Oliver Capo has taken the lead for Birmingham City against the home side. Reading is 1-0 there at the moment. First goal of the afternoon in the Premier League, that is. Fuck off, Robbie Earnshaw. And Zat Knight has just opened the scoring there for Aston Villa against Fulham. The resurgent Villa against under Avram Grant has now taken the lead against the bottom side. Fulham still only 1 point to their name all season, and they're certainly not going to be adding any more if this is the way it's going to go. We also have word of an equaliser for Reading against Birmingham. Dave Kitson has got the goal there for the home side, crucial goal for their season as things stand, but it's one apiece there at the Madejski Stadium. And we have a goal at Pride Park, it would appear, and it seems to be for the home team.
Go.
Derby County has scored against Chelsea, and it's Kenny Miller who has got the goal here as the home team erupt here against one of the league contenders. What a goal from Kenny Miller there.
Go.
And we have a goal also at St James's Park, and Dave Armstrong's going to tell us all about it. What has happened in the game against Newcastle and Liverpool, Dave?
Yeah, they've just allowed Joey Barton to come across the 18-yard box, slip it into Baya, and Baya's found Obafemi Martins just ahead of Ricardo Vazte, and he's smashed it against Reina. And of course, doesn't matter where you hit it, it'll go somewhere. And it's gone in off Reina. So it's 1-0 Newcastle at St James's Park.
Yeah, Obafemi Martins opened the scoring there against Liverpool. Two massive results happening there at Derby and Newcastle. If you're a Manchester United fan or indeed Jose Mourinho, you are
Fuck off,
looking on
Torres.
with envy at the moment. Elsewhere, Tottenham Hotspur have taken the lead in their game as well. Jermaine Genius with the goal there for Martin Yall's side, who have, of course, reached the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup over the week, and they're keeping that fine form going by taking the lead today.
Fucking Fernando Torres.
Mr. Sitter?
Yeah, two.
Jesus.
Fucking, I've Chelsea Torres. Fantastic. Oh, will
You can
you come
If
on?
that is the case, you can keep him. I have no place for him and his creamy hamstrings in my team.
Neither do I. But I have to.
Yeah, you have no choice in the
No,
matter.
I'm getting raided by Newcastle here. Like, yeah, Femi Martin's back post, tits off the post. Marcelo fouls him. Nicky Butt saves Reina. Well, fuck
Come on,
off.
shoot, shoot,
Oh, piss off, referee.
goal.
Fuck's sake. He's going to VAR. They took the shot. It shouldn't count. They played the advantage.
We have consternations at St. James's Park. Dave Armstrong, what is going on there for Newcastle? Must be some
Yeah,
discussion with the referee.
it's a bit of a farce, really, to be honest, because Marcelo's made the foul in the box, but the shot's been taken afterwards. The shot was on target, and it's gone out of play, and then the referee calls it back, and now he's awarded a penalty. So, I mean, the advantage was played, and the referee's literally just pulled it back 2 stages and given Newcastle a penalty. So hold on, Jonathan. We'll let you know what happens here. So it is Cringe who's taking the penalty. And he's missed it. He's put it over the bar. So it's still 1-0 Newcastle. But again, referee with a very, very dubious decision there against Liverpool.
Yeah, certainly Liverpool fans will feel that justice has been done there with that dubious call by the referee. Advantage, not advantage, whichever way you look at it. Either way, Newcastle still in ahead at St. James's Park, but the advantage could have been doubled there had it not been for Pepe Reina in goal. Elsewhere at Pride Park, Chelsea have equalised in that game. It's gone down
Go.
to Stephen Bywater own goal, as well as one apiece there at the moment at Pride Park, and we're going straight back to St. James's Park as another goal has gone in. Dave Armstrong, tell us all about it.
So Obafemi Martins lobbed the ball over to Michael Owen. Nobody is tracking Joey Barton in the middle. He's free as a bird and just puts it in top bins. Reina can't get there. No keeper's getting to that. So Newcastle are now 2-0 up on Liverpool St James's Park.
Newcastle now with a huge result there against Liverpool as things stand as we're tumbling towards half time. And as I said, it's not looking good for Liverpool at the moment, despite what they are on a phenomenal run of form right now. But they're going to need to have a massive performance in the second half if they are to keep that up. There is a half time across the grounds now as things stand. Obviously, that late kickoff at Newcastle will give you updates as they come in.
Go!
And just as we are saying that, Dave Armstrong, take it away. What's happened to St James's Park?
Looks like Liverpool have a goal back here. It's a great run of play. Jean Arisa starts it all off. He puts it into a little pocket of space to Xabi Alonso, who turns, gives it to Ricardo Bazte. Torres has split the two centre halves, and Shea Given has no chance. There's too much power in. He's put the laces through it. So a lifeline for Liverpool before half time.
Again, another massive goal in Liverpool season there. Fernando Torres immediately responding to that second goal scored by Joey Barton. You just seen at the bottom of your screen there. So Liverpool will be back in this. There's still a couple of minutes to play in that match, but we'll continue on with the rest of the halftime scores. Starting off with Aston Villa, who are taking the lead against Fulham thanks to that Zat Knight goal early on in the first half. Portsmouth have also taken the lead, a resurgent Portsmouth team now under Tony Adams, but they are thankful for Lawrence scoring a penalty just before half time against Blackburn Rovers, who recently said farewell to Mark Hughes. Now, elsewhere, we have Derby County. They are currently held 1-1 to Chelsea at the moment. It was actually Kenny Miller who opened the scoring for the home team until a Stephen Bywater own goal got Chelsea back into it after a deflected shot from Claudio Pizarro. It's currently one apiece there, and Chelsea will be looking to certainly the surprise package of the season. We'll be looking to dispatch them very quickly as Manchester United are currently 3 points ahead of them as things stand. The only game without goals at the moment is Everton versus Wigan. That is currently goalless at half time. New stewardship, of course, expected at Everton as well. As we mentioned, Newcastle and Liverpool are currently 2-1 to the home team, thanks to goals from Obafemi Martins and Joey Barton. Florian Cringe missing a penalty beforehand, so it could have been a lot worse for Liverpool until Fernando Torres scored that goal that could very well get them back in the game in the second half. It is still one apiece between Reading and Birmingham City. Oliver Capo's goal was cancelled out quickly by Dave Kitson. However, Reading will be ruling the injury to Liam Senior in that game as well, so we'll get an update on his condition as we get it. And finally, Tottenham Hotspur are currently leading Bolton Wanderers by 1-0, thanks to a soldier goal by Jermaine Genius in the 26th minute. Spurs' home good form continues in the Premier League. And we will be back with all the results from the second half shortly, just after these. You can count them. I wonder does anyone actually count them? You know when they always say that, I was like, we're back in the 3 minutes, you can count them. I wonder if they do. We'll be interested to see if that happens.
Yeah,
You know?
we are fucking atrocious today.
Well, we're not any better, but we're back in the game. So that's something I can say. Considering that Derby County have actually registered more shots than us at the moment, which is very unlike us, I have to say.
Are you losing still?
No, it's 1-1. It's 1-1.
1-0 by
Yep.
water, yeah.
And they're just taking Kenny Miller off now, so that's he was actually playing with an injury there for a good while, but look, that's some news for us anyway.
Hmm.
And time to ring in the changes. So just gonna change the entire front line. Fuck it. Let's step up a little bit here now. Some goals coming in now from the grounds in the second half here, starting off with Villa Park as Brian McBride has gotten an equaliser for Fulham against Aston Villa. We have goals at the Medeski and at Pride Park now as a third goal and a crucial goal in this season and in this Christmas period as Chelsea have taken the lead against Derby County, and it's thanks to John Terry. It looks like he scored it from a corner delivered in by Florin Malouda. Massive goal in Chelsea season there as Derby County, who have been buoyant this season, unfortunately look like they're going to be suffering their first loss in nearly a month, which is an exceptional thing to say, especially at the start of the season that they have had. And speaking of seasons, look at Dave Kitson for Reading, who has just scored a hat trick here against Birmingham City. A goal early in the second half, now supplemented by a third, and Reading now cruising to a good, comfortable victory now against Birmingham City. As you mentioned, Tottenham Hotspur are now 2-0 to the good against Bolton Wanderers. We'll have news on their goal shortly, and we're still going to be waiting to update at St James's Park as well, but it's currently 2-1 to Newcastle in that one. Uh, and it looks like we have possibly a chance here at Stamford Bridge. Hit it, you bastard. Hit it, the fuck. Ah, Jesus, never mind. Do you know what? I'm sorry I asked. And the deadlock has been broken at Goodison Park.
Go.
And it's Andy Johnson who scored it for Everton against Wigan. Massive goal in their season. And we're going back to St James's Park. And Dave Armstrong, this could be the final bell for Liverpool season. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's Joey Barton. He's given it to Michael Owen, and then Michael Owen's played in Damien Duff with his pace. Even Reese's not getting there. Puts it past Reina, and as a final nail in the coffin here this afternoon for Liverpool. Really dismal display, and they will be really unhappy given their current run of form. But brilliant result for Newcastle.
Yeah, massive result for Newcastle, for Sam Allardyce's team, who have been drifting a little bit in the league, especially with how competitive it is now for what looks to be UEFA Cup positions for a lot of the teams in the midfield, including one Reading, Derby County, Everton. It's a very competitive mid-table right now, and Newcastle will be delighted with those 3 points. As for Liverpool, it's back to the drawing board after a phenomenal run of league form, but coming into the Christmas period here, it is going to be a bit of a soul searching for the Reds in that regard. But that is full time across the grounds now, and we are going to give you a roundup of the scores as they have come in. It has ended one apiece between Aston Villa and Fulham. That Brian McBride goal was enough to earn Fulham their fifth point of the season. Portsmouth have held on to secure a win against managerless Blackburn Rovers thanks to that penalty from Lauren late in the first half. Chelsea completed their fight back against Derby County with a winner from John Terry, the captain fantastic in Chelsea, and they are now 1 point behind Manchester United still after 18 games and still undefeated in the league. Exceptional form from Chelsea there. Everton are confirmed as winners of their game against Wigan after that winner by Andrew Johnson. Everton also in the manager market as things stand. Maybe they'll get an early Christmas present in a couple of days' time. When it comes to Christmas presents, well, you can't say further than St James's Park as Liverpool are lose 3-1 to the home team. Obafemi Martins, Joey Barton, and a late winger from Damien Duff is enough to score 3 points for Newcastle against championship chasing Liverpool. Dave Kitson, as we mentioned, are scoring a hat trick against Birmingham City to secure 3 points for his team, and they are on the cusp of UEFA Cup football as well, as they are now joint points with Arsenal and Manchester City. Imagine saying that to the Royals at the start of the season. And as we mentioned, we were trying to get to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at some point today, but Spurs do end up winning 2-0 against Bolton Wanderers. That goal from Jermaine Genius was enough to keep them in control of the game. And then Yunus Kabul with the exclamation point in the second half as well.